Home Diaries. Every house has a story.
My name is Richard Berliner, and I'm an architect. I saw the house, and it was kind of run down looking on the outside. I guess I was looking for a project as much as anything. The original owners, Alma and Fritz, built the house in 1946, and they lived here for the rest of their lives. So this is the entry hall here. It's a small space, really tall, leads you up into the second floor. It's sort of like climbing up into a tree house, because it's right next to the big olive tree outside. The original stairs to the front door led up to the second floor. There was a small landing outside. One of the great things about the mid-century modern houses in this one in particular was the connection of outdoor spaces with indoor spaces, and also the visual connection. When you're inside a room, you see the outside. And I really wanted to, build on that whole feeling. The unusual thing about this house is that the kitchen's on the second floor. So the original kitchen was a 10 feet by 10 feet compartment, which was more traditional in the 40s. People didn't live in their kitchens the way they do now. So the new kitchen is open to the living room and dining room, and there's lots of space for people just to hang out in there. Everything I added onto the house was sustainable materials. The flooring and the tiles and the other materials. Alma lived in this community for like over 60 years. A few times her niece and nephew came driving by the house, and they waved to me, and I went out and asked who they were, and they introduced themselves, and they gave them a tour of the house, and they were thrilled. Her niece spent many summers here growing up, actually sleeping on the Murphy bed here in the living room. I'm not really sure why I kept the Murphy bed. It's really cool. So this was the original bedroom. It's about 12 feet by 12 feet, very small, and in one of the larger master suites. So as part of the addition, added a large loft-type space for the bedroom with a master bath, and then a small balcony on the left. You can't sleep late in this room because the sun comes in early in the mornings. Good thing I'm not a late sleeper. I'm usually up before the sun rises, so it's not a problem for me. The house has a really great energy about it. That feeling comes from Alma and Fritz's presence and the house that they built, and having honored that original intent and built upon it in what I did there. The story of the house isn't just about an individual owner. It's about, the history of people living there over the years and how they make it their own and change it over time.